Challenge North American Championship.
Change for the overall lead here.
Yeah.
Niederhauser lost the spot to Sheldon van der Linde. Possibly traffic had a part to play. Looked like they caught, I believe that would be Custodio Toledo. Yes.
That's going to be my big question here. We saw the Porsche have tremendous one-lap pace here. They had a dominant weekend here a couple of weeks ago in GT3 competition as well. So it's got great pace, but I just wondered about the BMWs. We're now halfway through this first stint, and we're seeing the BMW certainly strong now. Harper's fighting out with Stoltz here.
Oh yeah, he's got his elbows out, used him up on the exit. That is for position in class. So finally a pass that actually matters for class position for Dan Harper. He's only made what? He's up to what overall? 7th. So what? That's his 15th, 16th pass he's made, and this one finally counts.
Yes.
Finally points.
Yeah, they all counted in terms of getting to that front position. Let's wait and see how this one develops. There was traffic coming onto the front straightaway. See the Ferrari there. Niederhauser gets balked a little bit, and Sheldon pounces.
What's interesting, Ryan, is we're noticing now with the 33 moving forward and the 31, the strength of Team WRT in these longer runs. I mean, we're not yet to our pit stop window yet, but I'm just noticing that yesterday the one-lap pace didn't seem as good as the Porsches, but as the run goes on, they're continuing to move forward.
I think that's what the BMW teams were expecting from talking to them. They thought that they would be strong as the run progressed, and so far that's what we've seen play out. Dan Harper now has Luca Mars in the crosshairs. This is a fight between a North American Pro Class car and an IGTC Pro car. Then you've got the lapped car of Jay Schreibman just ahead.
Look at the run that Mars has here down the front straightaway. He's got tremendous pace there, taking over a lap car, the Ferrari, but nonetheless, you can see the power of that Acura down this front stretch.
Jay, very sportsmanlike, letting them come through. He's on a different program. He's never done a race quite like this before. Short on experience, comes from Ferrari Challenge, and he was joking with me that they've got the oldest driver lineup in the field. He's 64 or 63, Oz Negri's 61, Tony Vlander's 44. I did the math, and it's something like an average age of 55. But I'll tell you, Oz and Tony, they're going to be quick when they get their chance.
Oh, for sure. Two big personalities on our sport. Great to see Tony Vlander, a past champion here on North American shore, back. He's not a Ferrari factory works driver, still a Ferrari ambassador, so it's great to see him get some action here in North America once again, but I'm not sure he's ever had two teammates who are old enough to be his dad.
Here we go again. This is for the overall lead. Washington, the lapped car, in the mix, and this time the lap traffic opens up the chance for Niederhauser to make the pass, and he takes the Herbert Motorsport car back to the points.
Yeah, Sheldon didn't want to fight him. I guarantee you if this happens in the last hour of the race, Sheldon's going to have his elbows out a little bit more. He's just being super smart and savvy right now, just knocking out the minutes, knocking down the hours.
That was a great pass there. And he really completed it in the braking zone with the Porsche. That maybe the rear engine layout playing the favor just a little bit, balancing the weight more over the rear tires, giving you a little extra braking performance when you need it, but the 31's not going anywhere, Ryan. Van der Linde is still hot on the tail of that number 10 Porsche.
It's an interesting dynamic, right? Because I think they know on the strength of their driver lineup, they'll end up ahead of this number 10 car, a Pro-Am car that's electing to run their top-ranked driver here in the opening stint, in part because they qualified on overall pole. But on the other hand, you always want to try and build a lead if you possibly can, and Van der Linde, I bet, thinks he's got the pace if he could clear that Porsche where he could start to build a gap quickly, since we saw the 32 in the background. That's the car Kyle Washington took to the pit lane. A report from Amanda is there was a puncture. It looked like that the car ran over something, and so that's caused them to pit out of sequence here in the early stages.